So I've been teaching for the past 1 year using a system that I developed for myself. I used to forget the progress of my students, both at schools and outside when I was teaching one on one. So what I did was I created a system which could retain the long-term memory of what went on between a student and a teacher in terms of the lesson they were assigned, um, the assessment tasks, the student submission, the feedback that they got. So all these moving parts, I brought them into one system, and that helped me decide the next step for each student. And that brings a lot of personalization and differentiation in the process, which has worked very well for me. And I've been able to achieve results in much um, lesser number of sessions with students compared to what I used to. And I've also used this in a cohort situation where I have taught remotely at different schools around the world who had staffing gaps on account of maybe a teacher leaving due to health issues or going on a parental leave. So, on those occasions, I can step in remotely and do the work with much more precision than I used to do before. So, let me show you how the system looks. So, this is a mock-up of the method in which I can assign multiple students tasks and receive their work. So for instance, I can assign one task to several students, and then I receive their work of our students over time. So maybe in September, we had a few students that were lagging behind, and we can, select them and study their progress over time. So this is something that a school leader would like to see and make informed decisions based on that. As you can see, the graph also shows you a visual representation of how the performance is going. A much more realistic form of that is this. So you can get the students' profiles like these, and you can go to a week by week progression or a daily progression and make a list preview. And before going into individual students, I want to expand the cohort snapshot, and you can see that this gives us the class-wide performance level out of 1 through 7 is 4.8 and has been flat for the last 3 months. So basically, we have reached the end of the year and no significant changes are happening now. So, uh, that gives us a suggestion that, the impact that we have to bring doesn't happen near the exams. It has to be done before that. Apart from that, we can also see that we are also getting information about what part of the course curriculum is the weakest. So we can take a look at that as well. And we can also take a look at the assessment criteria. In this case, this is a DP course, DP physics, and you can see that AO3 is the weakest one. Now, this could be really helpful for designing next lessons for the entire cohort, and we get some more statistics as well that who performed most and who declined most. And then this is a list of students, and you can see that if I collapse the this and go down to daily progress, and you can see that every day the progress is changing. If I move the slider to the right, you can see that things are changing for different students. You can see their predicted grades, whether their progress is stable or declining, coverage of topics, how they are performing on different assessment criteria, how many submissions they have made, and you can also sort them from high to low or low to high, or students who have made fewest submission. And you can see that students who have made fewer submissions are also the one that have the lower predicted grades as well. So that's one correlation, I think. And we have two students at risk, and one student needs re-engagement because they have been inactive for 18 days. So this is happening on an online setting with students from number of different countries, but this could work effectively in a school if you are a school leader and you want to use this system. Furthermore, I can view the profile of individual student and I can see how they are performing, and take a bracket of time in which I want to assess what happened during this time. And it tells us each data point is interactable. By the way, you can open each data point and see what exactly happened, what piece of work was submitted there. So if you're interested in this data point, you can open it up. Furthermore, the topic coverage also changes with time. If you move from September to February or March, you can see that what is changing and what is not changing. So this was a brief overview. If you are a teacher, a principal, or school leader who doesn't know what's wrong and why there is less progress, and you're thinking of changing teachers or changing the admin roles, maybe the answer is in the information that is coming out of your classroom. So if you have a certainty of high quality information coming from the interaction between teachers and students, you would be able to make better decisions for them in time, not after the results are out. So if you'd like to do this, incorporate this at your school, or you would like to have a remote teacher who could do this for you, you can reach out to me and I'll help you set it up. Thank you.